So welcome back to the Call of the Wild Predator Pursuit 2025. We're starting out today here on Rancho del Arroyo, and if you missed episode 1 or you need a quick refresher, basically the goal here is to get a gold or better of every predator species in the Hunter Call of the Wild, and we're using realistic predator hunting weapons, such as the 16 gauge with buckshot, and today we have the Quist Reaper for our semi-auto kind of small game gun. So of course we're looking for Mexican bobcats here on Rancho, and this is the only Rancho server open. It's 11:30, it's hardly their drink time, but I think we can find one, and if we can, I'd really like to call it in and get it with that 16 gauge buckshot. That could be what we need. 14 to 18 I believe is actually max weight for Mexican bobcats. Now of course, it's heading kind of downwind, and it's going to be difficult to not spook them. We're going to do our best to get eyes on it without sending it running, but if we got to take it with the Quist Reaper, there's not a lot of better options to shoot a fleeing bobcat than that gun. Now, I'll be honest, I hadn't even considered we could get coyotes here on Rancho too. That was going to be a New England Mountains thing, but that's a level 6. 43 to 48, definitely got a shot at being gold. I don't like that he's going to get down there and get our wind. Hopefully he'll wheel back around here. He's alert. And probably at a range that I'm not super comfortable with 16 gauge buckshot, but now he's behind those cactuses, we can't do a thing about it. Gonna grab the 16 gauge and be ready. That's alarmed. I was really hoping we could sneak that shot between the cactuses. We could not, but we got vitals and dropped him there. Our bobcat may be long gone, but when I realized we had a chance at coyotes, I figured we could maybe do that, especially with the wind situation. So now we gotta hope that he's actually gold, otherwise that could be all for naught. Fingers crossed. Oh, it's a silver 47.88. He's about one shy of gold then. 16 gauge buckshot crushed him though. Pretty happy with that. Maybe we don't have to be as conservative, like, trying to be inside of 20. 25-30 might be doable. Now there are other coyote tracks around, but that's our bobcat. I'm gonna run for a minute here because I wouldn't be shocked if he's long gone. That's not even the right bobcat. Alright, because we spooked him out of here, we're just gonna kind of try to run him down, hopefully get him with the Quist Reaper. If we get a call, that could change things, but nervous now, I don't think we can call him in anyway. I mean, what the heck, if this thing's here. That's dang impressive. Now, we didn't get vitals that time, but since we're running down that other one anyway, not gonna hurt to take that shot. Almost got liver. Would have only been a bronze, but, depending on what happens with this one, if he runs the right direction, we could end up taking him with buckshot. There he is, a mythical. Is he coming back our way? I don't know what he's doing. Really, if he's gonna do that, we're gonna use buckshot. Now he'll speed through here just like that. Still gonna go for it, I think. He's going up there a little further. Try to get into position. Don't hit him in the head. Oh, wait, we got vitals. Not well. That second shot might have been literally a skull shot, though. I don't know. Wait. Nowhere. Huh? Alright, well, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know what happened. We might have just ruined our gold there. I have no idea. No, we're good. Just left long. I don't know why that said no organs hit. That was a bizarre way to get it. Mythical 27.19, about 0.5 off of being a diamond. On the run at 5 meters with buckshot. Not how I thought we'd get it at 5 meters with buckshot, but like the goal was to have it close range and do that. Not our greatest shot. We will take it. And what the heck, we'll stay here a little while, maybe see if we can get a coyote too. By the way, got another bobcat here, level 5. Might get the chance to take that shot with the Quist Reaper, because he's running straight away from us. Don't even know where that one that called actually came from, because there's stuff running all over the place. Should be out in the open though, I would think. There it is. Oh, just turned right when we shot. Didn't hit anything that time. Can we get an actual opportunity to add vitals yet? I mean, I think running away will work. It's just gotta pick a direction. Whatever we hit dropped him. This time, I think it was non-vital. He was just almost dead already. Yeah, I got into the stomach there on the follow-up. A little 22.91. But we got to get an extra bobcat out of that. So we've got another bobcat here. Unfortunately, just no sign at all of any coyotes, but I'm kind of determined now to get one here from Rancho, so we're gonna stick with it. Tell you what, it's a good thing we used buckshot on the first bobcat, because using the Quist Reaper at those angles has not gone as well as I thought. I don't think we got vitals either time. It's just so insanely powerful. Yeah, the flesh and then... Oh, that was close, though. The flesh and then non-vital hit just brought it down quickly. 23.28 still would have been a silver. A little brown fur type, but we're up here in the northeast. I know there's coyotes up here. Just a matter of hitting a track that's heavy enough or maybe getting a warning call. Well, that's not even what's supposed to be coming in. Uh-oh. Why did that warning call? There should be a male coyote somewhere. I don't know what's going on. I do have bobcat and coyote calls going simultaneously. This will get interesting. I think that's the coyote that called. There definitely should be a male. I don't know if she's attentive because of the bobcat. I didn't think like foxes and coyotes and stuff spooked from, you know, cat species. She's alert. So she doesn't like something. Well, that's gotta be that. It's not the wind. We're covered. She's gonna take off. I mean, whoop, if we don't do that, we'll try to get her with buckshot here. And then maybe we can go and track down wherever that male coyote was. I didn't get to see it. I don't know what it was. And also, I don't know if that actually hit vitals. It's just all the pellets. Maybe it was enough to bring it down. Too far back, it looks like. Maybe almost had a brain shot there. So, hitting the head and not getting vitals, we dropped 2 harvest checks. That's something to pay attention to as well then. That wasn't that far away, and look at the spread on the buckshot. So, maybe we do want him in close like we were. Oh, what? There's a piebald whitetail buck track. Alright, forget the coyote. We'll figure that out later. Let's go and find this guy. It's 1500. This is very old. I wouldn't be surprised at all if these tracks go over to that lake to drink and then leave because their drink time ended a while ago. I mean, I see multiple bucks. There he is. Okay. Doable for sure. I think, are they all gonna cross down there? Like that one out on the far left. She might have tricked us and caused us an opportunity. We're up high like this. A lot of guns I would do that. Not the Quist Reaper. I think we'd hit too low, 0 for 75. Let's let them calm down and go and try to get him. He should score 184. He's gonna be a silver, but I'd still like to make a good vital shot. Oh, yeah. So, really? Can I like free you from this rock? Ow. Don't need to get dead. If I push him out of here, I think. There we go. Stop. I'm trying to help you. Well, I mean, I'm not ultimately, but if he trots at this range, like at a good angle, definitely could be done. That's not the good angle part of this. Maybe he'll turn. Gonna keep him spotted. He's leaning a little bit to the right, but not quite enough. We already saw it not go great on a bobcat, so I guess we gotta track him down again, but I'm not terribly interested in shooting a cool thing just stuck there. Are you okay, level 7 coyote. I know that piebald's right out in front of us, but, like, that's what we came here for? Just trot. Oh, man. Can that get through there? Goodness gracious. I think so, although I would have liked to have seen it die faster. I don't know what's going on today. This sucker has taken quite a turn. I hope that's vitals, though. Looking pretty good, and I can't remember the last time I willingly shot something knowing a rare was in front of us, but considering the struggle to get a rare coyote, there it is, 51.98, got him the left lung at 71. So in a weird roundabout way, that piebald buck led us to a gold coyote, and we're back in the area where we initially were. Like, I wonder, was that the one that warning called and then the female came in and all that? Maybe, if things worked out in the other order, we'd have never known this piebald buck was around. So, he should have gone through somewhere down here. He's not far ahead of us. At some point, we just gotta go for this. Like, I feel like he just will not stop fleeing. I'm never seeing him nervous. I've seen the other deer nervous, but for whatever reason, he just seems like he wants to keep going. Can we get that? It's gonna be a holdover and a lead. Maybe? He's going down. I don't know. We eventually gotta get back to hunting predators here. That took forever. I see a decent amount of blood. I think we somehow vital hit him. And I'm not even sure it was the second shot where he kind of mule kicked there and stopped for a second. I think we actually got the lead in the holdover right somehow. Maybe liver or something like that because he didn't die that fast. But our piebald buck is down. It was single lung at 217 right in the front of the lungs. I did feel it was maybe forward. 7-kilometer track distance. Goodness gracious, we will definitely tax that. We've got 2 more maps to go to yet. He's uneven. Like more mass and stuff on the right side, no brow tide. Anyway, we're headed either to Silver Ridge Peaks or New England. Kind of depends on multiplayer servers, but much more predator hunting to do. But 2 golds down here from Rancho. So we've made it to New England. It's 7:30 a.m. We need a bobcat, of course, different than the Mexican bobcats here in New England, and we need a black bear. Now, black bear are drinking till 8, and I think we'll try to make the most of that. I don't exactly know where the best place for black bear would be, but I feel like they'd be all over the place, maybe just up here. So we've got a black bear coming in. Unfortunately, though, it's a level 5, so gonna get out the crossbow here 20 meters away. We can use the 600 grain bolts. So he's going nowhere, but I think it's gonna be fun to get to do that, and it really limits our range. So unfortunately, with it being a little after 8, I think that's gonna make it tough. Like maybe we can catch him leaving drink zones, but unfortunately, 18.51, level 5, guaranteed to be silver. So we'll keep on kind of looking around. Hopefully a heavy track or something can lead us in the right direction. Go figure. In the meantime, we did find a bobcat and a gray fox. Question is, can we actually get the shot? That angle's really rough. I would have thought we could do this earlier. I think we shot that right in the head. Pretty sure. Maybe we got lucky and hit neck. It surely died fast. Definitely vital blood, but I believe I know what's coming here. Oh, wow. What? That's a lung shot? I ain't complaining. 24.49. We got our gold bobcat off New England. I didn't really think bobcats would be much of an issue today, although, you know, they can be annoying. You never know. You're going to just find a bunch of level 5s. Now we still got to figure out black bear. Well, that's what we need. Max system of bear track. I feel like there's always a big bear up here like this northeastmost lake. Thing is, we have a crossbow, so we can't just go charging after him and spook him. So hopefully we just walk along behind him, maybe a warning call or something if we get too close, but I'm sure he's resting. If he goes up that way, we can't go that far till we encounter him. We're gonna hit the map border. There he is. It's a mythical. Sitting there about 80 meters away. We can probably crawl right into range. Whole bunch of stuff that could act as cover. The only thing is, since he is nervous, if we would alert him, he could just get up and walk away. So we're gonna take it slow from here. So we're into 35, 36 meters. We can 0 for 40. I think we'll do that. But I don't like that angle. I'm gonna hope he'll maybe notice us. Now he's facing away from us, so that might actually be tougher to accomplish, but if we just kind of ease over this way, either he won't notice us and we're broadside enough we can go for that, or he does stand up and gives us that opportunity. We're not gonna have to go that much further till I'd feel comfortable being able to sneak that shot through. He's still just sitting there, doesn't know we're here. I mean, we're quartering enough that I don't think we'd end up somehow like hitting straight into the vertebrae. So I'm gonna clear that tree. I don't see any other obstructions that might stop that shot. Let's make sure we go over that branch. Try to get right in along like the shoulder. Okay, that kind of concerned me. A 600 grain crossbow bolt didn't drop him, but I can see the vital blood. So just like, jeez. Holy crap. Just like that, we're done with New England. My God, if I had any ethical gun, that thing would be getting it. Golly, I don't know where that came from. Anyway, this guy, guaranteed to be a gold, I believe, with the vital blood at 21.35. Just single lunged him and hit the shoulder blade too. Alright, so we're on to Silver Ridge Peaks for Mountain Lion. So long as we don't have a heart attack. This black bear's over there too. Now I thought about it, and I think if I were going to be hunting mountain lions, I'd want something powerful and fast. So feels like a good opportunity to bring out the 308 AR. And in this particular server, it's getting kind of late. It's about 1600. So mountain lions ought to be feeding soon, and I'd really like to catch one like in the open. So maybe we can call that in, but we've seen today things don't always go to plan. Now we do have another opportunity at a black bear. This time we actually have a gun for longer range. He's alert and just staring right at us. I'm assuming it's us. Could always be a mountain lion. There, he's kind of turning. Doing all kinds of turning, actually. That ought to get vitals. And hey, we're here for, you know, predator species. we can get a duplicate on another map, we might as well. And 18 to 21 on a level 6 black bear is a pretty darn good estimate. Gold is 19.2, just under at 19.05, but luckily this time, we don't need a gold black bear, we just gotta find that mountain lion. That is a piebald bighorn. We actually haven't had one of those yet. That was only added with a Ski Ridge update. Just gonna go ahead and pop that right now. Well, how about a piebald whitetail and a piebald bighorn? This is the second time, man, on our Predator Pursuit series, where we had 2 trophies. Our first episode, if you didn't see it, diamond whitetail, diamond gray lag goose. This time it's been rares and 2 different piebalds. And I gotta say too, like, part of this series, the point is, like, we're hunting other stuff, things we typically wouldn't hunt. That's really cool to see. And you never know what that's gonna lead to that we might not otherwise encounter. 66.64 heart and double lung with the 308. We'll definitely be taxing that for the second lodge. Our first piebald bighorn ever. Of all things, I would have thought we'd have a mountain lion in 5 minutes. We have not encountered one yet. I believe we've got what we're looking for. Level 7 mountain lion. 36 to 34. There's another one making all kinds of racket over there. I don't know if he'll maybe come in, but if we just plop this collar down, go ahead and set it up for mountain lions. I don't know if he'll leave that zone easily, but I think eventually he'll work his way in, or maybe that other one that's talking over there will too. Yep, he's on his way. Trotting right on in. What I'd like to do, I think, is go 308, no scope. And hopefully, you know, he gets that close. Scope wouldn't matter anyway. Now, we just had someone fast travel to an outpost next to us. Might need to take the shot a little further than initially planned, which is definitely going to complicate things. I'd like him to maybe turn. He's attentive, though. I think that's because of us. I don't even know what we hit or what we might have hit. Did we get him? Don't think we did. Oh, he's going down. Well, I have no idea. One way to find out. Actually, we did. Would have liked to have, you know, been able to call him all the way in, but could only imagine what was going to happen. We know how multiplayer tends to go. Actually, wasn't that in the first episode of, yeah, over on Mississippi, we had a bit of a weird encounter, so we're just going to accept our gold mountain lion, 36.83, got him in the back of the lung, and we get to go back to the trophy lodge with a couple of piebalds. So more and more opportunities to add cool stuff to the lodge, and we've got a couple of diamond blue sheep here. This is a big one at 165, but blue sheep are fairly common diamonds, and I think what we got today, piebald whitetail buck and piebald bighorn ewe, are a little bit more rare. Now, frankly, like, on this, kind of hard to tell that's piebald. Maybe we'll switch that out. Put that on, like, it's an egg white. That was definitely rare when we shot it, though. But maybe we can find one of those platforms? I think that'll kind of work. Just around the corner from the piebald buck that we had in the same video. Piebald bighorn looked pretty darn cool, by the way. I thought it was harder to detect than it actually is, but it was very clear to me standing there next to the other ones. Definitely something a little bit different. So, really looking forward to the continuation of this series. This has been a blast so far. Like, almost never does it happen the way we want it to happen. Like, we're calling something in, for whatever reason, it doesn't work out, but we've gotten to use the collar and, like, buckshot more than expected, and hopefully that can continue as we press on. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.